Hello there my fellow Holotable heroes, let's play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Now in this one I want to cover Sector 2 feats in the Conquest. Now I already covered Sector 1 feats as well as Sector 1 boss battles, so if you're interested in those videos they'll be linked in the description below, as well as to my SWGOH for Life tool where you can see all my Conquest guides as well as guides for all the other game modes in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and a lot of counters as well. Go and check it out if you haven't seen it yet. But now let's just get into today's video, Sector 2 feats. So first, before we go in there, let's first look at the global feats just to keep in mind which ones we need to as well try and complete as we are doing Sector 2 feats. So I still have the Unguarded feat where you have to win 20 battles with no tanks in your squad. So as I'll be progressing here for Sector 2, I'll try and utilize squads without a tank. And then as well, of course, the Night Brother feat as well. Keep an eye out where can we use Maul and Savage, because for this feat you have to win 20 battles with those guys. So what I suggest is just every day do a couple of battles whichever sector you're in with Maul and Savage, just that you get it out by the end of the Conquest. Alright, so now let's hop into Sector 2 and see what kind of feats wait for us this time, to keep those global events in mind as I showed before. So we've got the Unsupportive feat where you have to win 10 battles with no supports in your squad, and the best defense feat where you have to win 10 times with a full squad of attackers. So really this is kind of a 2-in-1 feat. So if you just do your 5 attackers feat 10 times, you will automatically complete as well the supportive feat. So this really is a 10 battle feat, not a 20 battle feat. So whenever you do that, we'll try and put those squads together with full attackers whenever we can, so we can knock this out quickly as well. You know, super support, getting 100 buffs, I mean, you know, this will happen anyway, you don't need to pay attention to it. Now in Sector 1 we had the Bounty Hunter feat. Now here we got the Nightsisters feat where you have to win 14 battles with Nightsisters. So probably what you want to do, same thing as with the Bounty Hunters, you will just maybe every day want to come here to Sector 2, just knock out a couple of Nightsister battles, you know, with whoever is the weakest opponent on one of the nodes, and then come back the next day, then do 2 more, just to make sure that your Nightsisters all the time have full stamina. Don't try to knock these out all in the same day, because it will be a struggle for sure. Then we've got Striking Back where you have to defeat 40 units with Rebel Fighters. Now this one actually was a lot easier to complete than you might think. In a single battle you can get this done, and that's because unlike other sectors where all the nodes with Nightsisters, they do not include Nightsister Zombie, which was a cheeky move by CG. Because you know, any kind of these feats, when you do have a zombie you can just cheese them, because you just keep zombie alive, another Nightsister, and you can just keep going over and over again attacking. But because the boss here, the final boss in Sector 2 is Talzin, Nightsisters with zombie will be able to cheese the hell out of that feat with Rebel Fighters and get those 40 defeats in a single attempt done very quickly. And then the Blinding Assault where you have to attempt to inflict blind 40 times. Now probably the best character to do blind is 3PO and Chewie, because it can apply, you know, on all targets blind there, so you could get 5 blinds per battle, maybe 10 even. And combining that as well with Unsupportive and best defense, you can go with a full squad of rebel units, they're all attackers, and you will be pretty much be completing 3 here feats with one team in a few attempts. So definitely rebels here will be very important, I think, in Sector 2 to knock these guys out very quickly. Okay, so with all the overview of the feats away, now let's hop into the first battle that I'll show you. Alright, so for the first one here, showing you as mentioned before, the Sealess Rebel Squad here. So you have 5 rebel attackers, so it will go towards the best defense as well as unsupportive feats, and because of 3PO and Chewie there, we'll be applying blind on the enemies, so kind of working towards the completion of 3 feats at the same time, and the buff feat as well, but I don't really count that one because it's so, you know, automatic anyways. So definitely here, Sealess Rebels, you want to utilize them here in Sector 2 as many times as you can. Obviously manage your stamina. As a rule of thumb, I would say don't use characters more than 4 times a day because if you do get them down to 50% stamina, they won't be able to recover all the way back up, I think, to 100% anyways. So you probably just want to use this team 4 times here in sector 2 and then come back next day and maybe use them 4 times again if you still need to complete some of those feats. But for now, as you can see, they're just burning through anybody here really. Just had some Nightsisters here in the first node, so I just took care of them very quickly. So after this first battle, obviously got 48 buffs already, as mentioned before. This will be easy. I inflict blind 5 times and also got obviously 1 win with no supports and 1 win without attackers. So here CLS, this kind of team with 3 Pyeonchu is definitely the top team in sector 2, I think, to get this done. Now before the next feat, let me show you here what I've got equipped from data discs. I got heal over time, leader resolve, zealous ambitions, and stacking offense as well. I've actually got 2 zealous ambitions, and why I'm showing you this, because the Nightsister feat, like Talzin and Asajj, they both support Dark Eyes healer as well, which means they'll all be gaining lots of health and then lots of offense based on their health. So then you will just see how big of a hit an AoE from Talzin can do, you know, with all these zealous ambitions data disc. So here we go, let's unload an AoE here. Boom! 2 Geos deleted, and my Talzin doesn't even have offense mods on her. She just got some random gear 12 speed set on her. So if you do even have a better Talzin with better mods, she might be able to one-shot the Geo team out of the gate. And why you need leaders resolve, so that she gains, Talzin gets lots of extra speed, so she can go out there and do a big massive AoE. So as you can see, you will probably again want to do this kind of Nightsister battle here twice a day. So I've completed there once. There we go. And as mentioned before, save the rebel fighters for the last here versus the boss in sector 2, which is Talzin, with zombie there. So what you want to do is just whittle down all the Nightsisters, leave spirit alive and zombie, and then you just cheese here zombie. Just keep defeating zombie over and over again, and this will allow you to get 40 kills with your rebel fighters in a single attempt. And here as well, mind you, like Biggs, he's actually support, so he will be doing big hits because of the zealous ambition discs as well. So I'm just speeding this footage. I was literally, because again we still have no counters, I had no idea when did I get my 40 kills or not. I was just pretty much here autoing for about 10 minutes or ran the clock all the way down just to make sure I really get those 40 kills in, so I don't need to worry about these rebel fighters at all. Every now and then you will see me, I clear the foresight from Spirit, because she potentially could one-shot one of your characters, maybe once Kara almost died, and if she does that on her basic, then she might bring one of the Nightsisters back. So just make sure, keep foresight of Spirit and just keep killing zombie over and over again. And there you go, run the clock all the way down for 10 minutes here. And this completed the striking back feat, as well as if you think about defeating at least 500 enemies, so there's the global feat there. Because we kill zombies so many times, this also helps complete that feat. So definitely rebel fighters here, just save them for the last final boss battle here in sector 2. And there you go guys, that's some of the teams that I showed you there that were the key to getting a lot of these feats done quickly, you know, within 3 refreshes, so I can then move on to sector 3 tomorrow. As mentioned before, you know, some of these you have to come back and do again. It just seems a theme a little bit here coming already for this conquest. We'll see what's waiting for us in sector 3. So hope you find this video useful and helpful. I'll see you in the sector 3 video, but until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.